are you?
I am good. Is that Mina?
Yes.
Wait.
Johnny, how are you, my friend? It's been a while. How do you do, my friend?
It's been a long time.
It has. How have you been?
Yes. How are you?
I am okay.
I'm good. How have you been?
I am well.
You guys here.
Same here. Last time me and you were on a live talk, it was through Instagram. Instagram live. We had a live interview. This was years ago. You were not married.
Yep.
You were not married.
I know, right?
You didn't have a child. Now life is completely different. How is life now with your little family?
Yeah, so good. I can't complain. It's been, a lot has changed since time we spoke, and I'm just grateful for life and a family I can call my own, and to be able to share my music with the world. Yeah.
What's your baby girl like? Is she more like you, or does she sing?
I think it's a beautiful blend of both of us. She's very inclined to music. She loves music. She loves to play the piano and the guitar. But of course, she's got her mother's beauty, her mother's brains. Yeah. So it's a good blend of both.
Yeah.
Okay, mimi alizungumza na John Drill ambaye ni mshikaji wake kama ambavyo mmesikia kabisa. John, I'm trying to translate.
Translate for
alizungumza na John Drill kwenye Instagram miaka mingapi?
Live, nilimfanyia interview live. Kwenye Instagram kuna ngoma aliitoa, nimesahau jina, lakini ilikuwa kwa muda huo nilipata nafasi kuwa journalist pekee ambaye alifanya naye interview kwa sababu alikuwa hafanyi interview.
Okay.
Kwenye Instagram live, na hiyo live bado ipo kwenye Instagram yangu mpaka leo nilisave. Kwa hiyo ndo namwambia kwamba tangu miaka ile
alikuwa hajaoa,
hakuwa ameoa, hakuwa na mtoto, lakini sasa hivi maisha yamebadilika. Anasema tu anamshukuru Mungu kwa jinsi ambavyo maisha yamembadilikia, kwamba sasa hivi ana familia. Nikamuuliza mtoto wake vipi, anaimba? Anasema ana mtoto wa kike, anasema anaimba kidogo, ni a little bit of both, ana play instruments na nini. And of course wewe mtoto wa Johnny Drill usiwe na talent.
Baba ana vipaji vingi.
Do you know what we just said? We said we're translating it. We said you can't be Johnny Drill's daughter and not have talent. It has to come naturally.
Sababu ni producer, singer.
Yes.
Vitu vingi.
Mwenye swali lifuatalo tafadhali.
Alikutanaje na mtufule wake?
Sio hilo uliza mwenyewe.
Alitumia vigezo gani kumpata?
Usende huko. Basi uliza mwenyewe, mwambie.
Nisaidie mimi.
Msaidie.
John, our fellow presenter here, Mr. Sudi Brown, has a question like, how did you meet with your wife?
How did you choose her?
I mean, we met through music.
Okay.
She started to work in Maven Records many years ago, 2017, but we met in 2018. And that we met at work. They say it's not the most ideal place to find love, but we found love at work. And it's been a beautiful journey. We still work together very closely, but we met at work.
Wow. Nice. Kalimani
nimalize shughuli zangu. Hapo Sudi aliuliza swali la kinugu kidogo, akichimba umbea kutaka kujua alikutana wapi, lakini John anasema alikutana kupitia muziki, na of course watu wanasemaga sio sehemu nzuri sana ya kukutana na mpenzi wako kwenye kazi, lakini watu wamekutana kwenye kazi na mambo yameenda kama hivyo.
Ni pale Maven. Yani alianza kazi hapo Maven miaka kadhaa iliyopita. Kondo anakuambia ni hapo. Okay.
Nasubiri.
Johnny, I'm interested to know if you were to talk to your younger self and the dreams that you had last couple of years, how the dreams have, how they've escalated and they've become reality. Something like Johnny's Room Live and all of that things, and how you've grown as a person and as an artist. What would you tell your younger self today?
I would probably tell my younger self not to overthink and not to worry too much, because I used to worry a lot about acceptance, about people loving and accepting my music. I would tell myself that, you know, there's people that love me out there, there's people that will find me, and that I should not worry myself too much, and I should not stop. I just keep going, and just tell myself that it's all going to be worth it at the end, you know, as long as I kept going. That's probably, that's what I'll tell myself, my younger self.
Nice. And you raised something that reminds me of my next question about your music, picking your own journey, not going with the trend, not going with what's popular at that particular time, but rather creating your own journey and still creating success out of it. How were you able to keep up and just stay on your journey regardless of what everybody else was doing and the pressures of like, should I sing like this person? Should I do this kind of music to go? Because even in Tanzania, there's that struggle where artists, you know, would like kind of leave their journey and go into something completely different just to stay relevant or to be on top at that particular time.
Yeah, I think that number one is, I think we all owe it to ourselves to be true to who we are, our honest selves, because we could try to be something else that we're not, and we will not find peace, we will not find fulfillment in that. And I think that true fulfillment comes from being in your purpose and knowing who you are and being honest to yourself. I've tried over the years to be honest with myself and with the kind of music that I put out. And I think I'm grateful to the fans, and I think that I owe it to the fans that have listened to my music and supported my music. I mean, in Nigeria, for example, there's over 200 million people. You can't tell me that I can't find an audience inside of 200 million people. And same goes for everywhere else in the world. I think for every kind of music, every genre of music, there is an audience for it. And it's just a matter of finding them and looking for them and making them find your music. I'm happy to have found the audience for my music, and for, you know, emerging artists and other artists that could be feeling like they're feeling lost, I would say just keep putting in the work and eventually your audience will find you.
Okay. Mimi alimuuliza kuhusiana actually maswali mawili. Swali la kwanza mimi alimuuliza kuhusiana na ungemwambia nini John Drill yule mdogo sasa hivi. You know, hiyo ina refer na wale ambao wanajitafuta, watu na dreams zao sasa hivi pia wanatamani kufika level fulani. Cha kwanza nilichokichukua hapo ni no pressure. Usijipe pressure, kuna vitu ambavyo utaviweza. Usioverthink sana. Unajua kuna vitu uviwezi, uweze kuvifikia kwa wakati huo, kwa hiyo keep it cool. Time yako pia itakuja. Swali la pili mimi nameuliza kuhusiana na
aina kutokuwa na pressure ya trend
kwenda trend. Kwa sababu John anaimba muziki wa tofauti. Lakini pia wakati hasa kuwa signed kwenye label kama Maven, naona kila mtu anaondoka na njia zake. Lakini yeye kabaki kwenye safari yake ile. Na anasema hata angeongea na his younger self, angemwambia kwamba yani mwisho wa siku usiwe na wasiwasi na muziki wako, watu wataupenda hivyo hivyo.
Kaa kwenye line.
So nimemuuliza amewezaje kukaa kwenye line, kwa sababu hata Tanzania unakuta msanii wa muziki wa aina hii, lakini ukija muziki wa aina hii ambao una trend zaidi, unakuta kahamia
anauletea show.
Si kitu kibaya, lakini ile kwamba kumbe kuna muziki ambao unaweza kubaki nao. Mfano kama nakumbuka Grace Matata alisemaga mimi njia yangu ni hii regardless, yani mimi hata nini, hata uwe muziki popular vipi, mimi sitohama, mimi njia yangu hii. Na ndio ambacho amekifanya John na amefanikiwa. Kwa hiyo nimemuuliza amewezaje kukaa hapo.
John, did you hear our music from Tanzania, like bongo flavor music? Did you listen for
yes,
that?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Yes, I listen, of course. I think a lot of I have worked with, maybe I should not say it, but I've made music with some artists from I can't say it because it's music. I can't say it.
Okay.
I have made music with.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, I came into the country very secretly, and we shot a music video, and I went back. So yeah. But as Nigerians, we listen to a lot of like Tanzanian music. Diamond is like at this point, Diamond is like a Nigerian at this point. You know? Yeah.
What about your in-law, Jukes?
Oh yes, absolutely. look, at this point, I feel like Nigeria and Tanzania, we have become one.
Yes, true.
You know, we and I'm looking forward to more collaborations like this. I'm not just talking marriage, I'm talking music, I'm talking fashion, I'm talking entertainment, movies, everything. We can collaborate, you know, and I think that's the beauty of being Africans, being able to share our culture, share our music, and just being able to, you know, and it's beautiful to see.
Yeah. I remember you came to Dar es Salaam and then you went to Zanzibar on a secret trip, sort of. Did anybody notice you? How did that go about? Did anybody go like, oh, it's Johnny Drill? Or did you have to hide? Or people just thought, you know, you can't see Johnny Drill on a daily basis, like just like nothing, you know?
Yeah. I mean, so it was, so usually you see what I'm wearing. I'm usually wearing like a hoodie, and then I just like, you know, like this. It was I came for a wedding. It was a secret wedding, so I couldn't, and it was a surprise for the bride as well. So I couldn't really show that I was coming. So there was a lot of like secrecy to it. So I did sneak in and sneak out. But next time I'm coming, I'm gonna make sure it's loud and be loud and proud about it.
Was it just once, or have you come more than once?
No, I've come a couple of times. As a matter of fact, my wife and we had our honeymoon in Zanzibar.
You've been living here. We gotta see it.
Yes. We did our honeymoon there. That was my first time in Tanzania, and it was a beautiful time. And then I came back again for the music video shoot with a very popular Tanzanian musician that I'm not going to mention. And then the other time was for the wedding.
You came to Tanzania 3 times
secretly,
and we didn't know.
Yes.
Oh wow.
I think I think maybe John Drill anaweza kuwa MI6 or something. Come on, man. That's too much. You're working for, anyway, I'm just kidding. Mimi nakamuuliza kuhusiana na I mean John umuuliza kuhusiana na kama anasikiza muziki wetu. Of course anasikiliza, that's why ana collabs na wasanii wetu ambao wamesema hata wataja for now, lakini pia anatamani kuendelea kupata collabs zaidi, na pia tusishie tu kwenye mambo ya kuoana, tuwe kwenye movies, na movies tayari moja nishaiona. Sana kwa Priska,
tengeneze collab.
Tufanye vitu vingi sana. Mimi nakamuuliza umekuja mara ngapi Tanzania ukiacha hiyo moja ya siri?
Anakujaga mara tatu. Mara moja ndo mimi nilijua kwamba alikuja Bongo kisiri.
Au ulimwona?
Sijui aliniambia au kitu kama hicho. Nikawa zamani nikawa nimejua mara naenda Zanzibar na nini. Sasa nikawa nimeshangaa watu barabarani vipi wanamuona.
Kumbe mwanetu anavaa hoodie alafu analishusha hivi. Sema ile story ya kwamba watu mnasiri, aise watu wanasiri man. Watu wana kisiri siri afu mambo anakuja anapiga kama surprise anasepa.
John, how did you see right now Afrobeat music in marketing, especially in the world right now?
I think that it's, especially for Afrobeat, I think it's a beautiful time. It's an incredible time to be an African musician, because of like Afrobeats to the world and expansion, and to see artists from Nigeria, from Tanzania, look, you know, seeing Diamonds do all that, having music that crosses over, and you know, all the other fantastic artists in all over African countries. It's such an amazing time, and look at me having, you know, doing an interview with you guys all the way in Tanzania. It's a beautiful, it's the beauty of music that's able to cross over, and I think we are just still starting, just scratching the surface. There's still so much more to do, so much more to come, but there's so much talent out of Africa, and I'm very happy and proud to be part of it.
Yeah, nice.
Na muulize pia kwa nini yeye amegrow katika kanisani lakini leo ana dread.
Sudi has a funny question, right? He says, how come
I feel like I heard that question.
Did you? Yeah. What did he say?
So I feel like I understand the question. I heard dreads in there, so I'm
Did you also hear charge?
Say that again.
Did you also hear church?
Oh yes, I heard. I
Yeah.
heard that as well.
Because he went like, how comes he grew up in the church? He was basically a church boy and now he's got dreads on.
I knew that was a question. So I first of all, my dad, up until at least like 3 years ago or 4 years ago, my dad didn't quite accept, accept me like this, because my dad is a pastor.
Oh.
So I'm sure for him, it would have been like, me as a pastor, my kid is, being wayward with the dreadlocks. But I personally don't think that dreadlocks define you or define your character. It's an aesthetic, and that's all it is for me. And some of the best people I've met are some of the people that have dreadlocks, that have tattoos, that don't look like the ideal good guy, So again, it's all aesthetics.
Yeah. Are you a Rastafari? That's Sudi's question.
No, I'm not.
Ulikuwa unajua ni vegetarian
Unajua Rastafari. Anasema babake pastor, na of course babake ni miaka ya juzi tu hapo ndo amekuja ku accept kwamba yeye ndo huyo.
ni maisha tu sasa, ni mwache tu.
Kuna watu wengi hawana muonekano wa kwamba ni watu poa, lakini kumbe ni watu poa, so ni muonekano tu kama msanii.
Na kingine nafikiri John Drill atakuwa na share na Bades 47. Bades 47 babake
pia
ni mchungaji, lakini mtoto kaenda kwa msanii. Tunamuulizaga hapa ile badiwidi shingoni mzee anaionaje, akaambia hii tuache tu mwalo na mwalo tena. Ila zote ni muonekano, so at the end of the day let the music speak.
Kabisa. Johnny, I would like to know, are you releasing an album this year? Is there an album coming? I think you kind of confirmed there's an album coming. This is 5 years from your last album. I know you had EPs somewhere in the middle, you're still doing music and stuff, but how did it take you so long? Why 5 years until your second album?
To be honest, I don't know why it's taking me this long. Because if it's about just like music I have in, in my computer, I probably have like 15, 20 albums. So I don't know why it's taking me this long to put an album, but what I do know is that good things take time, and that it's going to be worth the wait at the end of the day. So I do have an album that's coming out very soon, actually, and it's some of the most beautiful, incredible songs I've made in recent time. It's also the project I've done that has the most collaborations. It has about 8 to 9 collaborations in there, so I'm very excited about it, and I can't wait for the world to hear it.
Is Colorado part of the album?
Yes, it is.
Oh, okay. Yes, it is. That explains the collaboration.
Can we expect maybe any artist from Tanzania on the album?
Yeah.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. You just might be shocked.
Oh yeah?
That usually means yes. That usually means yes.
So ana album 15 mpaka 20 hapo kwenye laptop. Anaziangalia tu. Mimi namuuliza sasa, mbona umechukua muda mrefu kutoa? Sema vitu vizuri vinachukuaga muda. So let's wait and see. Na collabs ziko kama 8 9 kwenye album ambayo inakuja. Na kwa watu wazima tushaelewa kwamba kuna collab inatoka Bongo. Ndugu zangu tutakuwa naye hapo. Shara sana kwa msanii ambaye amepata mashavu. I hope amepeperusha bendera vyema. Na Colorado ni moja kati ya ngoma ambazo zinatoka kwenye album, na ndio ngoma yake ambayo anaipush sasa hivi. What was the idea behind Colorado? Why Ira? I know you've worked with Ira before, but being on the first track you're introducing in this new coming album, and why Young John? What is the idea behind it? And basically that's it.
Yeah. So, first of all, my name is John. I'm older John, and then it was just right to feature a younger John, Young John. Okay. So, I'm just kidding. That's just a joke. Anyways, I've worked with for the last since she started making music professionally, I've worked with her. So we have a bunch of songs together. So it was just natural for us to make music together. But I think for me, like, I wanted to be able to put together like almost like an Avengers squad of some of the most talented people that I know. And Young John is so talented, super talented. He makes such incredible music, and we kind of have a very similar journey because I as well started as a producer. He started as a producer,
with the same
before
name,
becoming like a front-end artist. Exactly. So it's we share a common story, and I have such a fantastic relationship with Ira. I think it's a beautiful song, and I encourage people to check it out.
Nice.
Okay. Kwa hiyo ana share story nzuri na Young John.
Young John.
Wote wameanza kama producers kama yeye, lakini anataka kutengeneza kitu kama Avengers. Hivi Avengers nafikiri kila mtu anaelewa jamani. Timu ya super power fulani nini. Umekaa kwenye dude moja ndio ile hapo limetoka. Of course lina push album ambayo inakuja, ambayo mimi sio mimi naona hii kama alinusa hii
album
hii ya Colorado. Hii itakuwa inatoka kwenye album. Of course ni kweli inatoka kwenye album ambayo inafuata, na ambayo album ambayo tunategemea kuona collaboration na msanii kutoka Tanzania. John, apart from music, do you have any talent like football?
I think I'm a quite good cook.
Shit.
I brag about it. I think that's probably my secret talent.
You can cook.
Shikaji zangu.
Johnny the chef.
Johnny the chef, yeah.
If you want an artist, do you think you would have been a professional chef? If you want,
say that again?
If you weren't an artist, do you think you would have been a professional chef?
Probably not. I probably not be a chef. I will. I'm not. To be honest, I've never thought about that question because I put all my balls in the music basket. Like it was always music for me. So if I wasn't doing music, I can't think of myself doing anything else. I'll probably be in some form of business or investment or something like that. But it was always music for me. But I just cook for fun. I don't see myself like
a chef,
professionally being a chef.
Okay. Nimemuuliza John kuhusiana na talent nyingine kuacha muziki. Anasema yeye anajiona akiwa mpishi lakini sio professionally. Kwa sababu kaeka akili yake yote na nguvu zake zote kwenye kikapu cha muziki. Kwa hiyo yeye na muziki labda sana angejiona kuwa mfanya biashara, investor na vitu kama hivyo. Na akizungumzia mambo ya investment naona ni kitu kizuri.
Sahihi. Masuala ya uwekezaji.
Uwekezaji, lakini it's too risky. All eggs in one basket, it's too risky, man.
So I think if you don't understand the kind of belief I have in myself and in my music, it just had to work. I was going to make sure it was going to work. Like I didn't have any plan B. This was all I had. I was going to do everything to make sure it worked. And I think if you will become successful at something, there's a part of you that knows that you will become that. Like regardless of all the things that you go through, all the challenges you face, there's that conviction in your heart that lets you know that it's going to happen for you eventually. So it was the same thing for me. I studied English and literature in school, but all that was also so I can make music, so it was always music.
Nice.
How's it like being a producer? And then I know you produce most of your songs, but how does it work when it's another producer producing for you? How do you feel like? Are you always like, can you add a little something here, or do you feel are you safe? Do you feel comfortable? Do you feel like someone can, produce for you as an artist?
Yeah. I think for me, I've become over the last couple of years, I've become a lot more open and a lot less rigid in terms of it's not overthinking things. I've collaborated. Some of the best and biggest songs I've made in the last couple of years have been songs that I've collaborated with producers. For example, How Are You My Friend? I collaborated with Don Jazzy, who produced the beat and co-wrote with me. If I didn't collaborate like that, I'll probably never have come up with that song on my own. So I think that's one of the beautiful things about collaborations. I'm not as rigid as I used to be before, where I'd be like, do this, do that. These days, I like to listen to music as an average listener, and if there's something that the average listener will not pick up.
Okay, nilimuuliza kuhusiana na swali la risk, la risk. Kwamba unajua ameweka mayai yote kwamba mimi nataka tu nifanye muziki, sitaki kufanya kitu kingine. Akasema nimeipenda hiyo, I think nitaitumia, lakini kwenye uwekezaji ya bitu ndio mdo wazee. Kwenye uwekezaji unaweka mayai yote kwenye kikapu kimoja. Wawekezaji wakwambia haya, ukipata majanga inakuwaje, risk na vitu kama hivyo. Lakini anasema alikuwa anaaminia kwenye muziki, kwa hiyo hata kama challenge za kuanguka na yani inabidi nguvu zako zote, focus yako yote iwe kwenye kufinish kumalo, yani kwamba hili likafanikiwe. Piga huwa garagaza, lazima mzigo ufike. Yani hata kama punda atachoka, lakini mzigo inabidi ufike. Hiyo ndo imani ambayo iko nayo kupitia muziki wake. Lakini pia mimi na swala pila kwa muuliza hapa jingine ni kuhusiana na wewe ni producer. Una guts za kuamini producers wengine wanafanya tu, wewe unaingia unaimba bila kusema hapo ungefanya hivi, hapo ungefanya vile. Lakini kwenye maisha sasa hivi yeye mwenyewe anakuambia amekuwa kwenye kama watu wengine anasikilizia, anaenjoy kwamba okay, mtu anakuja na hiki, mfano ile How Are You My Friend alofanya jazz, pengine isingekuwa kubwa kama angetaka iwe anavyotaka yeye.
Lakini pia unajua John ameshiriki kwenye uandishi wa nyimbo nyingi sana kubwa ambazo ni hits kutoka Maven pale. Kwa mfano kama Rush ya Ira Star na zingine. Okay. So ameandika zile track na zikawa ni hit. Natamani kuweza kujua yani siri yake ya kwenye uandishi anazingatia nini zaidi?
John is asking about you writing a lot of hit songs like Rush, and them becoming successful. So now this is your other talent. So you've got your producer, your songwriter, you're an artist, you're a performer as well. So in writing, what do you consider to create the best piece of work, or what do you consider to create a hit song? Because how comes everything you write becomes a hit? Basically, yeah.
I think that the best songs are the songs that are the most relatable songs. The songs that are easy for everybody to sing. For example, look at how when I came on, the first thing you guys said was, "How are you, my friend?" Who would have thought that putting a phrase, "How are you, my friend," on a song would make the biggest difference, So it's been able to make songs that are relatable, songs that connect with people, songs that people see themselves in. I think that's the number one ingredient to making a big song, a number one song. Just songs that can cross over from Tanzania to Nigeria, and from Nigeria to Tanzania, and it's just it has to be relatable.
So uchawi pekee ni kutengeneza wimbo ambao utawagusa watu. Kwa hiyo ndo kama ile How Are You My Friend imekuwa rahisi tu, kwa sababu unajua ile phrase yenyewe How Are You My Friend, it's global, it's global.
So Johnny has How Are You My Friend, Diamond has Comment ça va?
Yeah.
Comment ça va?
Yeah, just like that.
Comment ça va? Done. Hit.
John, where do you see AI on music production?
So that's a very, very interesting question, and it's not a very easy question to answer, because if you look back in history, you'll understand that technology never goes away. Even when there's backlash about it, it never goes away. Instead, it just becomes more and more popular and prominent. You remember back then when autotune came out, and people were like, if you're singing through autotune, you're not a real musician. But now everyone uses autotune. Like all the biggest artists in the world use autotune. So I think it's the same thing that's going to happen with AI and just music creation. I think as artists, we have to figure out ways to be able to work with these platforms, work with them as tools, not exactly to replace us as artists, but to be able to use them as tools to make even better music. Personally, I don't think AI is going to go away. I think it's going to be here and it's going to become more popular. So I think the earlier we start to embrace it and find ways to work with it, the better for us in general.
Okay. Kwa hiyo inabidi tusikimbie AI kwa sababu
namna kufanya nayo kazi.
Tuangalie tu namna yani.
Kama ambavyo autotune unasema ilianza zamani, ilikuwa ukimsikiza msanii anaimba autotune unasema huyu hajui kuimba huyo.
Sio msanii kweli.
Johnny, John Jackson just gave us an example of the autotune days when we're like, oh, if you do autotune, you're not an actual singer. And then there came Kanye West and T-Pain, and then made mad hits with an actual autotune. So at the end of the day, it's just like what you're saying about just embracing AI. There's so many hit songs in the country right now that are made by AI in Tanzania, but then I'm guessing that's what you're saying. We embrace it. We see how to work alongside it. Yeah. So we're going on a short break, and you were saying something?
Oh no! I was gonna say it's not a very easy question to answer just because of how sensitive it is with people, how people think AI could replace us in the future, and I do understand it. Especially if there is no more human elements. But of course, it's also understanding there's limitations to AI because AI cannot be an actual human. Like even if you have a #1 AI song, like okay, how do you get the AI to perform it live? How do you get the AI to meet the fans in real life? There's those aspects to things.
Yeah. Although I feel like AI goes to as close as it can in the near future to being a human being. Like it's not gonna be human, but it's really
because of humanoid.
It's going to be really, really close because
it's getting there.
Yeah, because every day,
we'll see how that
every day it's got even much more information. Every day it's got even more ways to act human. How now people feel like ChatGPT is the actual friend that they talk to. It's like it's getting so close. It is a bit scary, but as you said, maybe we can.
It's scary to be honest. It is scary to be honest.
Yeah. So when we come back, you're going to introduce Colorado to us, and we're going to listen to it for the first time on XXL. And kwa ambao unatusikiza tunarudi sasa hivi tusikize Colorado. Wameniacha na hang nikajua naongezea kingine. Ambapo Johnny Drill
anazungumza na John Jackson.
You're listening to Extra Live. Kuliko baby.
Wana Star Times tumewaletea tena. Mteja wa Star Times Antenna lipia nyota kwa shilingi 11,000 kwa mwezi, tukuboost kwenda mambo bure mwezi mzima, na ukilipa mambo kwa shilingi 17,000 kwa mwezi tutakuboost kwenda uhuru mwezi mzima bure. Ukuwaleta kulipia uhuru kwa shilingi 23,000 kwa mwezi watapata ofa hadi siku 5 zaidi bure. Kupitia ST Swahili ukifurahia tamthilia mpya kabisa ya Reborn. Usikose kila siku saa 3:45 usiku bila kukosa tamthilia nyingine kali ya Lavender Fields. Ushuhudie mwanamke aliyesalitiwa na kuibiwa mtoto wake akirudi kulipiza kisasi kila siku saa 3 kamili usiku. Likizo hii watoto nao wanaenjoy katuni kibao kama vile SpongeBob na Bonnie Bears kwa lugha ya Kiswahili kila Jumatatu hadi Ijumaa saa 10:15 jioni kupitia SC Swahili. Hata burudani zote hizi kiganjani mwako kupitia Star Times on app inayopatikana Play Store na App Store. Star Times, lipa tukubusi zaidi.
Kwa mara ya kwanza kabisa wiki hii ya miujiza itaambatana
na kupewa kitambaa cha miujiza.
Matendo ya Mitume 19:11 hadi 12. Mungu akafanya kwa mikono ya Paulo miujiza ya kupita kawaida.
Mtumishi wa Mungu Prophet Nicolaus Sukuye ataongoza maombezi ya kufunguliwa, uponyaji na unabii wa mtu mmoja mmoja.
Yale yote yasiyowezekana kwa akili za kibinadamu,
kwa Mungu yatawezekana. Ijumaa hii ya tarehe 17 ya mwezi wa 4 na Jumamosi ibada itaanza kuanzia saa 3 kamili asubuhi mpaka saa 10 kamili jioni. Jumapili ya tarehe 19 ya mwezi wa 4 ibada ya kwanza ni kuanzia saa 1 kamili asubuhi mpaka saa 6 mchana, na ibada ya pili ni kuanzia saa 7 mchana na kuendelea. Kitambaa cha miujiza utakipokea ndani ya kanisa la WRC Kivule Matembele ya Pili
jijini Dar es Salaam.
Karibuni.
Malkia wa Nguvu 2026.
Koleza Levels.
You get it? If you don't get it, forget about it.
This is extra large.
Ladies and gentlemen, extra large. Tuko na John Drill kwenye line. Na kizuri naomba niwaambie, kama ni mjanja mtu tofauti unakubalika, basi wewe ni so easy. Ukiona kitu cha tofauti na kinachokubalika kama alivyo mwanetu Octavian aka Octaniox. Octa ni so easy. Mpaka sasa hivi unaambiwa tushaipitisha, unajua kwamba TZ Gin ni so easy kwa sababu imekuja na mapinduzi makubwa. Hii ni gin yenye ladha mbili tofauti. Kuna ginger pamoja na lemon, lakini haijawahi kutokea hapo Bongo kabla hapo. Hii hapa sasa ndo yenyewe. Ukisikia TZ Gin ndo hii hapa. So ingia chimbo lolote waambie mimi ni so TZ na ninahitaji TZ Gin. Drink responsibly.
Tupo kwenye digital life na of course Star Times wao ndo kama kawa. Hii ndo dunia yao. Unajienjoy digital life kwa kuenjoy lipa tukuboost zaidi ambayo imerudi tena sasa hivi. Unajienjoy pale tamthilia kali, novela A+ kama kawa, lakini usisahau pia kupata burudani zote hizi kiganjani mwako kupitia Star Times on app ambayo inapatikana Play Store na App Store. Lakini bila kukosa kuna ofa kubwa ya TV na bei sawa ya bure kabisa. Ofa hii inapatikana maduka ya Star Times ambayo hapo Dar es Salaam pekee. Star Times, enjoy digital life.
Yes, tendo kwenda kusikiliza brand new joint ya Johnny Drill.
Johnny, can you introduce to Tanzanians, Colorado, tell them about the song, tell them about the producer, sing for us a little.
Okay, hello Tanzania. This is Johnny Drill, and I've got a brand new song out. It's called Colorado. It features Ira Star and Young John. It's a beautiful, beautiful song, and I would love for you to hear it. I'm just going to sing a little bit of it for you. It's not going to be as sweet as the record, but
I'm sure it is.
Suddenly my love, gone day enough. Tell me what I do, although. Sure you get another someone. Cover you like cotton, but something's going off. I go do anything. I'm stuck on you, I be like sunburn. No, nobody perfect, oh. No be by who drive Benz, oh. It's how you got me high like Colorado. Listen to the rest of the song.
Hi man, Colorado hapa for the very first time.
Thank you. Thank you.
Suddenly my love is not gone day enough. Tell me what I do, although. Shall you get another someone? Cover you like cotton, but
Nyoosha fikra, nyoosha hatua. Wakati ndio unatakiwa tusua. Tengeneza kesho yako, naweza unajua. Zikamate fursa, we amua. Lilipo giza, washa mshumaa wa upendo. Ulipo ukuta, jenga mlango wa malengo. Lilipo giza, washa mshumaa wa upendo. Ulipo ukuta, jenga mlango wa malengo. Nyosha kwa mawazo yako. Nyosha kwa matendo yako. Nyosha kwa kauli. Nyosha kwa kauli yako. Tunakufungulia dunia. Ongoza njia. Tunakufungulia dunia. Ongoza njia.
Clouds 26. Nyosha.
nyoosha fikra, nyoosha hatua. Wakati ndio unatakiwa tusua. Tengeneza kesho yako, naweza unajua. Zikamate fursa, we amua. Lilipo giza, washa mshumaa wa upendo. Ulipo ukuta, jenga mlango wa malengo. Lilipo giza, washa mshumaa wa upendo. Ulipo ukuta, jenga mlango wa malengo. Nyosha kwa mawazo yako. Nyosha kwa matendo yako. Nyosha kwa kauli. Nyosha kwa kauli yako. Tunakufungulia dunia. Ongoza njia. Tunakufungulia dunia. Ongoza njia.
Hiyo melody vipi?
James.
Johnny, what's Colorado and getting high got to do like with each other? What's the
It's so obvious.
I don't understand.
It is so obvious.
Yeah, I don't get. I don't understand. What is the relation between getting high and Colorado?
I mean, I think Mina is just acting like she doesn't know. Mina knows.
I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea.
It is a play on words.
It's a word play.
I mean, it's also a play on words, you know.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
But so that's what you call it in Nigeria.
It is what it is.
You call it
It is what
Colorado.
it is.
Thank you. It is what it is. It's a dope track. It's really a nice track.
Nasemaga kwamba wanawake wa kibongo tu ndo wana wivu. Kaangalie kwenye Colorado ile video. Ira Star yuko kule. Kama anafanya kazi na mke wake. Nategemea nini?
Okay. Sodi's got something to say, right? He's like our gossip cop, right, on the show. He's talking about how in the video Ira is dancing really, really far from you, or just rather most of the times really, really far. And he's talking about your wife working at Maven, because you said that's where you met.
Yes.
Working at Maven, and he goes, you think it's only Tanzanian women that are jealous. Imagine Ira's all the way there. This guy's has that got anything to do with anything?
That's funny.
Is it true though?
I mean, I don't know.
That means yes.
There was no. Maybe.
Maybe. John was also complimenting on your chemistry with Ira.
Yeah.
Stop.
You know, in the tracks you've written for her, in the tracks you've produced, and obviously this one, it's very, it's showing. It's, you can feel it, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ira is a fantastic person to work with. She's a beautiful human, and just very blessed to be able to make music together.
Yeah. Wow. You think you're gonna have an album together maybe in the near future, or like an EP or something?
Probably, because at this point we have about, songs that we'll put out. We have about 3-4 songs together, but the songs I've worked with her together is probably like 40, 50. So you never know. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, for sure.
Wow,
for
40, 50 songs.
That's a lot.
Wow.
Okay, hiyo album kabisa inapatikana.
Yeah, kabisa. Combination yake na Ira nini ina madude mengi. 40-50. James turupa. James.
Yo.
Nje ya Chaki tuko na John Drill all the way kutoka
Nigeria. Yeah. So yo, what's up, bro?
I'm good. I'm all right.
Congratulations, we got some good vibes in here. You brought some very good vibes.
Yes.
Have you seen? This is James.
You guys are fantastic people.
This is James. He's our sports guy.
James.
He's the most talented sports anchor in the country.
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will take Mina's word for it.
I appreciate that. Sure. Having said that, Nigeria is one of the country that are blessed in talents, especially in music, football, and other talents. What are you have to? How do you take that in Africa? You are one of the most of the time you are up there in football. You have like Alex Iwobi, you have like Ademola Lookman. Once you have like Victor Osimhen, very very big talents in football there. Then the very good musicians like EU, Ban, and so on. How do you take that?
I think that we're so blessed as a continent, as a nation, to have so many talented people. And I think that the most incredible part of all this is that there's not a lot of support for you when you're coming up. You literally try your best to make it out there, and it just shows like the African spirit of pushing ahead despite all the challenges and being able to succeed regardless of all the setbacks and all the obstacles. I think it's a beautiful thing. We're all proud of all the people making us proud, the footballers, the sports people, the musicians. It's every time I go to like New York or LA, I'm so proud to like identify with my African, my Nigerian roots, because we're just so many talented, incredible people. It's amazing.
Okay, how's the love there across from footballers to musicians to singers? How's the love there between you guys?
Yeah, I think right now there's a crossbreed of music and sports in Nigeria. Because if you see Osimhen, sometimes you see him hanging around with like a lot of musicians and vice versa. Nigerian musicians were very into football. We love football. We love our footballers, and every weekend, every Premier League weekend Champions League, like everyone's watching football online. Everyone's talking about football. So we're very, very, very interested in sports, and it's great to see like our sports players, intermingle with musicians and people in the entertainment industry. It's beautiful.
Okay. James alikuwa anamuuliza John kuhusiana na talent anaziona umebarikiwa sana na nini. Kasema kuamsha unaamsha both side unakimbiza mwenyewe, baada ukiinuka dunia inakupokea, lakini huku inabidi upambane mwenyewe ili uweze kufika juu kule.
Lakini pia wana love na kila mtu ana appreciate talent ya mwenzake.
Na Mingo na Wiz na Mingo na John.
Even Alex Iwobi sasa hivi pia naye ana duda lake kabisa, anafanya muziki.
Yes, sure. No. Thank you so much, brother.
Johnny,
thank you so much for having me. You guys are fantastic.
Yeah, we're almost done, and I don't know, maybe lastly, we are. Maybe lastly, you'd like to say anything to your fans in Tanzania about your upcoming album.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and is Johnny's Room Live ever going to come to Tanzania in the near future? Yeah.
Yes. First of all, thank you so much to all the fans in Tanzania, everyone that listens to my music and support, and all the media houses, including you guys, by the way. Appreciate all the love and support. I'm looking forward to doing a show in Tanzania soon. By God's grace, Johnny's Room Live will bring you to the city of, bring to Tanzania, Dar es Salaam, or even Zanzibar. But I'm looking forward to doing something really special with you guys over there. Thank you.
Bless up yo. Anatarajia kuja Bongo na kufanya show. Ile itakuwa Dar es Salaam sana.
Johnny's Room Live. Huwa anajaza sana.
Sana.
Lagos, miji mingine huwa anaenda anajaza sana. Yaani mashabiki zake ni wale mashabiki mashabiki lialia. Wale wa kuimba wanalia. Yani noma sana. So anasema hiyo itakuja Bongo.
Kwenye cover mbaya.
Johnny, thanks for your time, brother. I hope you're not a Manchester United fan.
Thank you so much, guys.
Are you a Man U fan?
I am a Man U.
Chama. We are so sorry for you, brother. Bless up.
And have a good day, John. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Peace out. Kwa bahati mbaya John Drill naye anaugulia maumivu ya John Jackson. Na Johnny wote.
Tuna kazi kwa kweli.
Tupa bless up amplifier anafuata.
Bana basi mimi sipendagi kuona Kiingereza nina kazi nacho, afu mtoto wa jirani anakichezea.